Welcome to Morning Mastery with Spencer Caldwell. So we're going to go over something kind of fun here real quick. So this is back in my buying houses at auction days. And I don't know why I said back at buying homes at auction day. We're going to be buying houses today at auction. So this is just way back in the day when we bought a house at auction. I'm talking probably like 10 years ago. And for whatever reason, it came up yesterday because of the scenario that was going on. So we ended up buying a house at auction, and there was a lady living there. And of course, she was really upset she's losing the house. I mean, that happens. These owners get so mad. In fact, yesterday, a house that sold at auction was down a long dirt road, and our driver drove the house because we want to take pictures, make sure it's not burned down. And he was almost to the house, and he saw a guy running out the front door, and he's like, oh crap. So he rolls down his window, and the guy just started yelling at him all kinds of not kind words and banging on his window to get out of there. So people are pretty mad when they lose a house. But this lady, she was pretty tricky. So see, what she did was she noticed, as the occupant of the house, that when it was bought at auction, that it was an LLC that did not exist. And for whatever reason, she figured that out, which is pretty smart. And the reason why the LLC didn't exist is because when it was delivered from us buying at auction to the trustee representative who creates the deed for the bank and records the deed for the bank, it was spelled wrong. The LLC was spelled wrong. So a clever little gal living in her house decided, hey, this LLC that bought my house at auction and rightfully paid for the house cash at auction doesn't even exist. I'm going to go create this LLC. So she hurried and went and filed the LLC because we spelled it wrong. The trustee spelled it wrong. And so she now has a pretty good argument that she owns the house, which is just absolutely crazy, right? Because she didn't pay for it. She lost it. And the first couple hearings with the judge was kind of hearing her out and didn't quite get trustee cells and the ins and outs and loopholes. We finally got to a judge that had some common sense and realized what this lady did was total fraud, acting like she owned the house. But it's quite simple because the LLC that was spelled wrong, rightfully bought the property, and it was just spelled wrong. And they also had proof that cash came out of their bank account and paid for the property. So they paid for the property, but it was spelled wrong. So, I mean, this bought this lady like another 6 months to live in this house, which is just pretty smart on her end, but just pretty crazy also. So anyway, so when you're buying houses at trustee, with me or with anyone else across the U.S., make sure that you have the spelling of the LLC correctly so you don't have to worry about someone else creating that LLC and acting like they own the house, especially if they're living in the house and they want to buy themselves more free rent, free mortgage. So anyways, I hope that helps. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much.